Is anyone there? Victim removed. Is anyone there? There's definitely someone here. Here too it says, victim removed. And here there's some juice from the victims. There are some strange writings noted everywhere. Anyone? There are condoms and poppers everywhere. Guys are still coming here to hook up. Damn, we've ended up somewhere again without knowing what it is. Oh, the torture chair, man. There's some light inside that's been taken over. If anyone has any explanation, it doesn't make any sense. Hello everyone. I'm currently standing in front of what could potentially be the biggest abandoned hotel in France. You're only getting a tiny microscopic glimpse of how huge this place is. The building is nearly 200 meters long. I have no idea how many rooms there are. Right now, we're in front of the pools. Over there, there's a golf course. It's insane. You're just going to be blown away by the size of this place. Let's go. I'm here with Jimmy and Celine, who's checking out the pool over there. Look at the size of this place, seriously. We've got a pool here. That thing is an Olympic-sized pool. Behind, we've got the building, which is gigantic. Here, you're seeing 1% of it. Really, 1.5%. It goes all the way over there. It's 200 meters long. So there was probably a locker room building, a pool with swimming lanes, and a pool for kids. We're on a huge piece of land. I don't know how many hectares it is. It goes all the way over there, everywhere. It stretches for hundreds of meters. We haven't checked behind us yet, but it covers square kilometers. We're in the middle of nowhere, surrounded only by fields and vineyards. There's a mini golf over there. There are many holes. We're not going all the way around, but there are holes over there. There used to be mini golf things, you know. They're all over the place. Honestly, if we find some clubs, maybe we'll end the video with a round of golf. There's plenty to do. There are golf holes going in every direction on this little course. There you go. This probably isn't the thing that's going to interest you the most. It's going to be the hotel. Here behind us there are volleyball and tennis courts. I'll give you a quick tour of the outside because it's getting dark. But I know it could potentially take us 4 hours to go around this huge city. Here we're still in the mini golf area. It's obvious this is an abandoned mini golf course. The holes are pretty beat up. I'm not sure how long it's been like this, but it's probably been a while. Here we've got a volleyball court. The net is gone, and behind it there are 2 tennis courts. It's not very useful to show you that, but they're there. Let's focus on the main thing, the huge hotel. There are also several small buildings nearby, which we'll cover at the end. We're really going to hurry up and check this thing out. It's huge, guys. The pool changing rooms. So maybe there was a bit of squatting going on in here. What are these documents? 2022 here. No, I said crap. 2009, sorry. 2009, I actually saw 22 on the stuff, but no, it's 2009. The latest water readings are complete. Some jugs of chlorine and pool chemicals remain, making the room reek of chlorine. There's even a floating basketball hoop. You could play basketball in the water. We're not on the other side here. Me, when someone tells me not to go, the problem is I go anyway. I'll leave you at his spot. Go ahead, keep moving, don't worry. Ah, the surprise is the toilet right out in the open. Some urban exploration with a bit of a gross twist. There's always some everywhere. You can't see the building's end from here. It goes all the way. There are still more behind. Here, I think this is the restaurant area, and it goes even further back. It's gigantic. We're going to show you the back of this building so you can see how big this thing is, because really it's huge. We visited a lot of hotels on this channel. I think, by the way, that's what we do most often, hotels, because that's just how it is. Hotels are the kind of place you find abandoned the most. But one this long, since we've already explored extremely tall apartment blocks. But here, it's not very tall. It must be about 2 stories high. On the other hand, the building is 200 meters long. It's really something. It's like a stadium. It's potentially a place we might try to use as an airsoft field. Here, you could create France's largest, possibly Europe's largest, airsoft field. It's crazy. So here we have rooms upstairs. Here too we have rooms upstairs. Here we should be arriving in what I think is the restaurant area, so just a heads up, from what we've seen the whole ground floor is completely wrecked. The most interesting stuff will be upstairs. Here we had the bar on the terrace side. That was the covered terrace. Yeah, that must have been it. Restaurant, terrace, bistro. And here, welcome to utter desolation. So here, reception, restaurant. The fridges and kitchenette are all here. The bar is fully intact and everything is in place. We have again some papers here from 2014 this time, so it's more recent. That could mean it's only been abandoned for 10 years. There are tons of papers, stuff everywhere. This is the back of the offices here. Now we're in the bar. All the fridges are still here and nothing has moved. I think it's relatively intact. Complete but totally wrecked, you know, but there are still things here. So we must be in the restaurant area. This must have been the restaurant. It's a huge room. I don't even know how many square meters are in here. Some guys obviously came here for scrap metal. They cut cables everywhere. All the drop ceilings were demolished, torn down. That was the main entrance. I'll go out that way to show you the size of this building. Really, you're not ready for this, folks. It's huge. That was the hotel reception. In fact, it's written on the sign, reception. It was funny, those little snap locks. Let's go see the keyboard. There isn't a single room key left. Let's hope it's accessible. We might lose access to the floors at any time. We're discovering this place along with you. It's more or less by chance that we found this thing. An alarm system was out of this world. Everything is disconnected. That must have been a kitchen there. There were extractor hoods. And what's that? There's some kind of door there that's been screwed shut. That's the serving hatch. There are buttons to raise and lower it. There's something below or above. Here, we're in the offices behind the front desk. Be careful, you step on them. They're everywhere in pairs. And papers again. 2012, and the papers. For now, the most recent we found is 2014. Here we have statements from 2010 records of bounced checks. It seems they had payment issues. It's been abandoned for about 10 years. And here we're in total desolation. The ground floor has been completely looted. It's crazy. We're really in the thick of it. I'll step outside to show you the building size. That was the main entrance leading to the parking lot. We had a large parking lot that goes all the way to the back over there. I'll show you the building. You'll get a sense of how long this thing is when I tell you it's 200 meters long. All right, let's go. It goes over there and it goes over there and then it goes even further behind. It's really huge. The building is gigantic. It's extremely ugly. But it's gigantic. It's mind-blowing to think that something like this can be abandoned, especially in the area we're in. We're in a region where there's a lot of money, where there are a lot of big investors. So potentially it could have clearly been completely renovated. This place could have been reopened or at least maintained, and that wasn't the case. So why was it abandoned? We don't really know. We'll try to find out and give you some explanations at the end of the video. Right now I don't even know where to start. There's stuff everywhere. I'm going to check over there. All right. By the way, what's over here? I'm actually walking on a ceiling. Be very careful. We're getting ourselves into a mess here. There are still some couches, some stuff. There's still a lot of furniture and items left with things piled up. Those must be the restaurant chairs. It was devastated. It looks like a tornado went through here, clearly. This is crazy, guys. The round table. A different small room with kids' games, playing cards, and lots of items scattered around. The most interesting part is clearly upstairs. Everything here is smashed because you need to find a way up. There's an elevator. Anyway, it won't work in any case. Looks like the guys played with fire extinguishers. Here we have all the archives and it's the same. The boxes, I see 2010, 2011, 2012, the most recent ones on top. It's like an apocalypse scene. Feels like we're in The Walking Dead. That's true. Laundry room, it's a vacation thing. It's clearly a resort hotel. The door weighs 2 tons. I can't open it. Ironing board. There are plenty. The one in the laundry room. There were shoes there. It was dismantled there. 3 drains and supports suggest there were 3 washing machines. That's funny. It's in French and English. It was €5 per wash, 2.50 euros for drying. That must be a hallway to the rooms. You have to be careful. You have to watch your step because honestly, there's poop. Literally, poop everywhere. The guys pooped on the floor. Clearly, it's everywhere. I don't get these people. The toilets are right there. Why are you shitting on the floor, seriously? It's crazy to poop on the floor, though. The cleaning lady's cot here. This must have been her little storage room. When you have cleaning products, welcome to desolation. Rooms in better condition. The rooms are fully booked. He has a room available soon. Bathroom, room available, bathroom. The shower, the door somehow stays up. We're not sure how. What did the rooms look like? It's all intact. We're going to be lucky in this hotel. Even though it's falling apart, it's still whole. They were kinds of folding beds, like extra beds. That's funny. A small spot by the dresser for clothes. There wasn't a TV, just a stand. A TV must have been on the wall before. Certainly, they also had their own little private terrace. It's really, I tripped over something. It's really a kitchenette. There were hot plates to cook food. A little corner with a sink and everything. There might even have been a fridge. There was definitely a small fridge underneath. That's crazy. There are doors that have been kicked open. I keep tripping over a bunch of stuff. Room 218. They've been ripped off. The doors are cardboard. It's funny. It got ripped off. Meal tray. It's funny. All the beds are just lousy folding ones. I wouldn't put that in a hotel myself. Definitely not. The furniture is clean. It's convenient for storing them. Clearly, it's dirty. There's a lot of dust on it, but otherwise it's clean. A poop, obviously. I think all the rooms are basically the same. Maybe we're not going to go through all of them just for fun. Just go back to the previous one. I missed it, my pound. There are big damp stains all over the place. The funniest thing, what do we have here? Inventory of the studio. It was one of those vacation studios you could rent, complete with a kitchen and all necessities. Each room had its own small kitchen area. Even its own dishes and everything. This likely explains why the restaurant kitchens are so small. Usually hotels have large industrial kitchens, but here they were quite small. Because I think most people didn't eat at the restaurant, but cooked for themselves in their rooms. That must have been it. Also, the decor is yellow. It's not much, you have to like it. It's all a matter of taste. Clearly room 4 I don't understand, because before it was 218 and now it's 4. The number makes no sense. Welcome to room 4. I think it sucks to see that they're just rotting away. When it could be useful for people. Even the beds, I don't get it. They're not luxury beds, but things like that could still totally be useful. There's still quite a lot of dishes too. We didn't expect this craziness today. We kept failing. It was a complicated day. We thought we'd barely have videos for this weekend. We finally came across this. And oh, how cute. Oh, how adorable. Thank you. I can't wait to go upstairs. I feel like the further we go, the cleaner it gets, with more and more furniture and more things. Nothing's broken, the windows aren't broken or anything, even though we're in the middle of nowhere, really. I'm like, wow, I'm stepping and there's crap everywhere. Coffee machine. We're so far out in the middle of nowhere, I think you could potentially spend a week here without running into anyone, without anyone knowing you're here or seeing you. This place is really lost out in the middle of nowhere, really, in the middle of fields and vineyards. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Room 9 that smells like, oh, there's just one thing, the smell. I think it's musty. Are you going to open that? No, no, just open the lid. No, it's fine, you have gloves. No, that's true. Damn, they're clean. I was going to say they're full. Maybe they are full. No, it's fine. We found the name. Yeah, I saw the name. Okay. Là. This room has been squatted in. Oh, it's fine. Clearly by the guy, and not long ago. Look, it's still soft. The toilet paper is still damp. Yeah, maybe water is getting in too. I've had a lot of theories. Yeah, no, but here, it smells like fresh crap, man. Or maybe animals. Yeah, maybe animals, but have you ever seen animals wipe their butts? Animals often take over abandoned places and leave droppings everywhere. And animals don't use toilet paper, you know? You can still see some left. Oh yeah, no, but it's everywhere. It's the crap hotel. It reminds me of a hotel we explored once that was full. I mean, really, every square inch of the floor was a minefield. It's on the channel, by the way. It was the Hotel de la Muerta. Plus, there were squatters inside. It was a pretty crazy story. We had to get in. We went in through a balcony on the second floor. It was a pretty wild story. The rooms are really clean. I'm not going to do all the rooms on this floor. Clearly, as you can see, they're all the same. We're going to keep moving forward, if we manage to move forward. But this is almost over. It never ends. No, but the building was depressing. We can't do all the rooms because the network rooms too, I think that takes time. It never ends. They're studios. Vacation studios. We still check everything because sometimes we might come across something in a room that we wouldn't necessarily have seen. It's crazy. So originally all the rooms were locked because they were all open by force. They were all used as toilets, clearly. How do people poop on the floor here too? It's all over. They lean against the walls and shit. One of these rooms has a fire extinguisher. I don't understand how you can poop on the floor when there are toilets. It's crazy. You see, even up front, we found another staircase to go up already, and this one doesn't even open. So this place was squatted in. Yes, it was clearly squatted in here. Ah, yes, absolutely. Again, everywhere there isn't a single one that's clean, not a single one. There's not a single room that's not in a shitty state. Squeeze in and avoid the poop stains. Wow, and avoid that one too. There's a basement. I don't know, I'm sure there's a basement there, you see. Okay, let's go upstairs. Ah. Be careful where you step. The stairs are mined. The stairs are mined. Mama Donna Santos. Watch out for the neighbors too. Ah. 120. That's it. That's animal poop. Small droppings like this. The large piles with toilet paper. Sorry, that's not it. There are cigarettes. And here it's still wet. There's some pee stuck to it. There's something on it. I'm sure some guys were squatting here not long ago. Maybe there are still guys squatting in there. That would be very possible. It's really happy there. I mean, a salad, sorry. Once again, I'm going to regret not bringing a mask. Because we're breathing in all sorts of different things again. Are those bullet holes in the door or what? That's crazy. Oh no. Clearly it's everywhere in the rooms. Are we going to rename this hotel the Crap Hotel? Like the one I did with Posey where it was everywhere? Oh, but really everywhere, guys. Oh, there's a fridge. We know this hotel, countless flasks. There, it's everywhere, even on the towel. There, that's the mop behind. See, I told you, there are burners. It's crazy. Here we have a full kitchen. You have burners here, a sink. Come on, the dishes are up above. I'll say the higher you go, the cleaner it gets, but yes and no. Ah, that's a nice bathroom that hasn't been trashed, see? A shower and everything. Even the mirror isn't broken. We're not the first here. There are footprints all over. People were definitely here. This place must get a ton of traffic and is probably well known. I've never seen any photos or videos of this hotel. We might be the first to publish it. We're not the first to explore it, since many have been here, but maybe the first to release it. You have to realize that when the hotel was abandoned, it was left closed. The hotel itself, but also all the doors to the rooms were closed, and I think it was left clean. And this is what happens after 10 years of people coming through. First, the windows. There aren't any left, clearly. Most of the windows have been smashed. And above all, the guys ripped the doors off to be able to access the rooms and potentially squat in them. Given the area we're in, since we're far from everything, maybe there was once a huge rave party or a massive party held in there. It wouldn't be surprising. Even if we don't find many traces of parties or anything, it's clear that it was squatted by people who weren't very clean. It's a nice vacation studio with a pool, mini golf and more. It must have been nice when it was open. You had a hotel, could book your studio and just relax. You had a pool, golf and a spa. You have tennis courts, a volleyball court. I think there's a soccer field on the side. It's a pretty nice area. You're not far from the sea here. It's pretty affluent. It doesn't seem like an affluent area when you see the state it's in after 10 years. What's crazy is that in just 10 years it went from a relatively clean abandoned hotel to The Walking Dead. Seriously, it's mind-blowing.
It's massive with everything there is to do.
They used to do a lot of things. There are tons of activities in this hotel. There are also plenty of additional activities you could do in the surrounding area. It made me feel a bit uneasy. Like, all of a sudden, while we're still joking around, we open a door and find a corpse. I stopped saying it because it happened. Unfortunately, we got over it, but there you go. It's not the kind of discovery you expect every morning. It's not the kind of discovery I want to make today, but you never know. What's crazy is the length of the hallways and the building. You can't even see the far end. And over there, it's the same. You can't even see the far end. It's huge. It's crazy. We're close to 200 meters long. Clearly, I think this is the biggest hotel we've explored so far. Not in height, but definitely in terms of floor area. There's definitely someone there. This room is clean. There's no poop on the floor. There are sheets to sleep on and a blanket. That's weird. That's sea. We're approaching winter. That's often when the homeless start looking for ways to keep warm. If we return in 2 months, half the rooms are filled. That really wouldn't be surprising. It really wouldn't be surprising if there were still people coming and going in there this winter. I think that given how dry the material on the ground is, it must be from last winter. I think every winter people squat here. People leave in the summer because in the summer there are probably lots of people walking around the place. They probably don't get much peace here in summer. Knowing that in the summer the building must also be like an oven because they probably have to redo all the insulation, so potentially it's 40 degrees in the shade in there in the middle of summer. So it's very possible that the squatters who occupy this place will come back this winter. Room 103? One victim removed? What do you mean, one victim taken out?
Maybe a corpse.
What's this about? A victim removed? That's weird. There's damage here. Why was the victim removed? Wasn't there an accident at this hotel? How did it end up like a war zone? There are some paintings here. A signed painting.
So did someone die here?
There are stains on the bed, but nothing that makes you think of a corpse. It's more like urine stains or things like that.
Maybe Sparta came by.
It's the first time I've seen something like that.
There's a spot.
A question mark on the door? It's weird actually. We just realized there are signs on the doors, that one. There are question marks, exclamation marks and crosses. Here we found a cross labeled victim removed. Do you think they actually removed a body from there? Who knows? It's okay.
I want to avoid
for it to happen again, but clearly it's fine. I don't want to come across a second corpse this year. That's enough. We've already had one in 2024. Let's calm down. That's it. We struggled to get back into Urbex, which is why there have been few videos since July. We're not short on places to go, just motivation to visit them. Honestly, it kind of put us off a little. Let's just say, in this episode, we're getting back into it slowly, so it wouldn't be the best time to run into something. We get to the end of this hallway, and there too. Victim removed, but was there an accident in this hotel or what? There are only... Wait, that came out of the toilet, man. And here there's some juice of... There are worms and flies, am I dreaming? I asked the light because we agree that this is crap and that isn't.
Ça n'est pas.
I don't know what it is, I'll check. Is it a trace or something transmissible through the windows? It could be anything, but what's odd is the writing on the door. It's the same handwriting. It really looks like the firefighter who marked the doors. Was there an accident, some kind of incident that caused victims to be evacuated? I'm not really sure. That's what it makes us think with what we see on the doors, but we have no idea. There, a collection of brooms. What was that about? A storeroom from 2014, still the same things. That's why it's grey, because there was a guy who burned his Christmas log. That's why the walls are grey. Yeah, well, for sure, yeah, it smells burnt. And here, same thing, another calendar from 2014 then. From the outside, the building was just a big apartment block, and actually now things are just going all over the place. I don't understand anything anymore, I don't know where to go. Here, there's another hallway. What is that sink doing there in the middle of the room? A kitchen sink? Cleaning cart, staff locker room. I didn't know that. But why are there crosses? There are places with crosses, and each time it says victim removed or there's a question mark. Why? I can't understand why. Guys, if anyone has any explanation, leave it in the comments. Really, I'm curious to know. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe there really was an accident in this hotel that may have caused deaths, which could explain its condition. I don't know. Maybe an earthquake or something else happened. We have no idea. A storm that made everything collapse, but here it's just all over the place. Damn. The building was just a long block. It's going in all directions. It makes no sense. I don't understand anything anymore. What? 141, so it's supposed to be a room or a suite? It must be a suite. If you want a view, some life, sorry, do you see the kitchen corner there? That's it. It leads to the dining area with a nice view of the grounds, of the rest of the hotel, well, part of the hotel. So up until now, everything you visited is just this, just the upper floor. We haven't done the lower floor yet, and we haven't done the other side either. It's huge, it's really huge. You can see the tennis courts in the back, the grounds are huge. I don't know what we've gotten ourselves into again, that's for sure. Stuff happened in here, things definitely happened in here. There are boxes lying around. Dude, he left his shorts, that's crazy. Maybe we'll find a fitness room with gym equipment. It's possible, so I need to be careful. I've lost Céline and Jimmy, I don't know where they are either. Look at this, it's fresh, it's still wet.
C'est encore mouillé.
It's from 10 years ago, it's still wet. Is anyone there? There's a word here. There was clearly someone here, but look, I'm in here, it's still wet, there's piss on the floor, it's soaked, but someone came here not long ago, that's for sure. I just hope they're still here. It's everywhere. There are wet piss trails everywhere. I've got something on my neck. I really don't want to run into some guy. Damn, people stepped in something again, I don't even know what. There are victims, there are weird notes written everywhere, I don't understand anything anymore. It's wet here too, more stains, it's piss, these people. It's not water, it's definitely not water. Anyone? There must have been someone in there before us, it's not possible otherwise. There was definitely someone here this morning. We need to be careful, because this is fresh, clearly. Someone? Idiot. We tried to touch him. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling less and less comfortable in this place. It's packed in there, and we haven't even done a tenth of it yet. There are people everywhere, and there's urine all over the place too. What the heck is going on? But who came and peed here this morning before we got here? I swear, it wasn't us, okay? We've never seen this place before. Watch where you step, there's pee everywhere, bro. Is that pee? No, it's sticky because it's dried pee, but this one is recent. If you come back tonight, someone will be sleeping here. Someone's squatting here. It's crazy. Still, no, but for sure, we've already found fresh shit, fresh pee. It's crazy. There has to be someone squatting in this place. After that. The building is massive. You could spend all day here and not see the guy. There's clearly a lot of foot traffic through this building, including gym facilities. There's the little gym. Can we get in here? Elliptical bike. What you haven't seen is that this whole area keeps going all the way over there. It's huge. It's crazy. I was expecting anything but this when I came in here, and the further we go, the more we keep discovering new things. I'm going to go over there. I missed that spot. What's weird is really these things. Written on the doors, one victim out. What happened in there? Why do some doors have crosses, some have question marks, and others have exclamation marks? Damn it! We're arriving in the kitchens, the real kitchens this time, not the little kitchenette we saw before. It's huge. This kitchen is crazy. There are beds, and they're really crappy beds, like camp beds. There are beds everywhere. Beds have been stored in the kitchen. It's funny. The drywall over there looks like some work was done, so maybe it was being renovated, so maybe they didn't close the basement. I don't know. There must have been all the cooking stoves here, because above I just realized that I'm inside a hood. I'm inside a huge hood. Sorry, this shot is going to make you dizzy. Yeah. That was for the dishwashing area, washing dishes. The dishwashing area hasn't been cleaned in a long time. Idiot. He's just bragging. Some cream there. There's the dumbwaiter, the famous one I saw upstairs and downstairs. I can't even remember which. Before going upstairs, it arrived in the kitchen and was used to send dishes to the restaurant. Okay, there are carts next to it, so the downstairs kitchen is just an auxiliary one. Here we have a staircase that goes down into Mordor. We'll go there later. Well, next, because right now, well, the advantage is that it's not empty. That's already pretty good, huh? It feels good to have a place that's not completely empty, because lately we've been going through a lot of places that are just awful. But, okay, that's the same thing as before. And potentially, there's still another floor. It's funny because from the outside it looked like there were only 2 floors, but in the end it seems like there are 3. No. There's so much left over there, we can't even see the end. It's unbelievable. There's something creepy here. Baby seats in abandoned places. I find that creepy. The room is really nice. There are bedrooms, etc. Maybe there was a daycare area in the building. Maybe there's a travel crib. There's something, the colorful walls. Maybe it was a little area, yeah, for kids, for children. It wouldn't be surprising if a vacation hotel offered daycare or something similar. You see, there are still some things too. There are trays, some stuff there. There's the bedding. So if you want comforters, I'll try to show a little bit. It's all the comforters you want. There's even still a TV. Here, there's a spare TV. Spare dishes, so they were broken. It's not much, but... There are still some spare dishes left. Actually, there were suites and regular rooms. Here we see crosses on the doors again. Here there's a room that still has its comforter and crosses on the doors. We can see it here.
So are these crosses to say that they've checked this room when something happens?
It's possible. There must have been something, in my opinion. I have a theory, but here...
They're suites.
It's suites. There are several rooms. It opens out here, so these were suites. You could take a suite where you had a room with a section for the parents. Which opened up afterwards, so like here you had the bedroom area for the parents with the big bed and the kitchenette. And then you had the door that separated the kids' room. Actually, I have a kind of theory about those crosses on the doors, those things. It's that there was an event, but which one we don't know yet, or what kind. There was maybe a serious event in this place. They probably sent emergency services to check. A cross means it's been checked and no one was there. Sometimes they add a note with the cross. Victim evacuated means there was a problem. They took someone out, and the question marks, maybe they didn't open those, they don't know, maybe they were blocked. I don't know, it's just a theory, I have no idea. If you have any ideas, really let me know in the comments, because right now we're lost and really wondering about what happened in there. On top of that, there's a locked room, and when we get there, it's weird. So this is the first room we find locked. Knowing that we haven't found any keys to the place, there's someone. The dog barked outside, but when I yelled, did you get scared? Is it talking to another room? Is it communicating with the next room too?
Full room. We'll try to see if we can access it, if it's accessible. The blows have been found.
It's the same system. There's no one. Same system.
With a room that could be cleaned up. But on the other hand...
So it had clearly been occupied by squatters.
Week, 350 euros.
350 bucks a week for the studio. It wasn't expensive.
480, the case of nobody.
Ah, but off season, look at the prices. In season, you're at $1,000 bucks.
That's how it is in peak season. In August, July,
August, 680 to 1,000 for the apartment. Yeah.
the 2-room apartment, €1,010 per week.
We need to find them. The apartments, we haven't seen them, actually. It's not a suite. I'm thinking maybe we haven't noticed them because we're already inside one. Actually, all these double separate rooms and stuff, they're actually apartments. There was a studio for 2 people, a room for 4 people, or an apartment. And here, clearly, we're in the apartment wing. Actually, the wing we went through before was the rooms. No, it was the studios. Sorry. The wing we went through before was the studio wing. Now we're in the apartment wing, and I think on the ground floor, that's where the rooms were. I think that's where we'll finish. What's that? Wait, there are condoms everywhere here, and there's poppers, bro. That's a poppers wrapper. That's for dilating the hole before putting things in. And there are boxes of condoms.
Exactly, here.
There are some cigarette butts. There's some weed here.
There was some shady stuff going on here.
Something happened here. There was something going on. So there are still guys who come here to fuck, right? Well, I'm just telling you what they do, right? Do whatever you want. Love each other, all up inside each other, like Bao Min would say. Just do whatever you want. I don't care. It's just my thing, but just don't do it in crappy places. I mean, guys are fucking next to this crappy maze, really? They're everywhere. It's absurd. People are insane. Things are still happening in this hotel, stuff is still going on, so we told ourselves we wouldn't check out every room, but actually we feel like we have to because we're so afraid of missing something. Of missing maybe the only room that will have something, either something crazy or something that would help us explain this story. It's weird, but there are things written everywhere, it's a mess. So now the mystery is this state that doesn't exist when seen from the outside. Ugh. Because actually we couldn't see it before, but now you can open it. There's a hole in the door, there's a hole in the window, it's an emergency handle, you can open it. Look, there you go. Listen guys, no, I didn't say that, I didn't say that. We know the stories, the tricks with doors, you cut your arm and we're fine. Oh, this is such crap, just like with the rooms. But there's a bed right in front of the door. They put several beds in this one. The guys must have squatted here as a group, clearly. Maybe it was really good. We're going to keep fooling ourselves, but there are still some doors that are locked. That's funny. So here we are on the top floor, knowing that we still haven't done the ground floor. Guys, we're just checking it out. If there's nothing, it's fine, it's open. Morgan Explore, it's not empty, it's full of crap. Yeah, there's nothing, it's just crap. It's crazy. The hotel of 1,000 shits. No, 1,001. Really great. So there you go, we're having a meal and then, oh, you're hungry, there's food, so why? Nothing, but there's nothing there, oh my god, no, but that's it. This place was squatted like crazy, it's crazy. Hello, welcome, and here it's still endless, the hallway is endless. I don't know where to go anymore, guys. There's too much everywhere, so we'll keep combing through this floor. It's the same ones. And I was going to say, of course, if there's only one interesting thing in a room, you can be sure it's the one we didn't do. At the same time, if it's about finding a corpse, I'd rather not find it, I'll tell you, because we know the risk.
On sait qu'on risque.
Now that we've found one, we know what we're risking. We would have recognized it by the smell, but for now it's fine since the building is open and all the windows are shattered. Besides, it's windy today, so it's well ventilated anyway. Let's think about some happier things, let's go. We're going to check out the ground floor, we're going to check out the ground floor. Welcome to what seems to be a conference room, a big meeting room, a big meeting or conference room or something. Which opens onto the rooftop terrace. We're going to go back to a previous hallway. It's clearly written. Oh yeah, that's it.
Donc les mecs sont quand même allés juste.
Go up on the roof to smash all the portholes, all the skylights. The lights are ripped out. No wonder they've got water everywhere. Bunch of idiots.
Ça c'est quand même toujours un truc qui m'énerve au plus haut point. Comment les gens peuvent tout fracasser?
For nothing. Just for the pleasure of breaking things. By the way, I don't even know how you can enjoy doing that, breaking things. Because personally, I get no pleasure from smashing something. What? I mean, I don't see what's so fun about that. People are really getting dumber and dumber. It's totally crazy and funny enough. It's hardwood flooring. It's a room that's nothing like the others. It's the first one that's not at all like the others. It's kind of an L shape with the kitchen at the back, and there's a bathroom with a bathtub. So here we've clearly moved up to a different price range, because here we had nice bathrooms with bathtubs and everything, and here it's really, but that must have been an even higher tier basically. It's the apartment of one of the guys who works here. If it burns here, that's it. Ah, well, the famous room that burned, it looks like it. So we just took a room, whichever one we wanted. And it's all hardwood floor, it's all perfect. Unlike other things, it has nothing to do with the rest here. It's completely different. Does this door open? Does it open? Oh yeah, it's burned. There are still some shit bags around. That would mess us up a bit. Is this the original fire, or one left after being abandoned? I think it happened after the place was abandoned, but it could be the original fire. That's what would have burned, which would have triggered the evacuation, and that would explain why there might have been victims. Asphyxiation from the smoke? But it's still pretty awesome. The hallways, they go everywhere. Where is that? Is it post-apocalypse? It still smells burned after all these years, so there was clearly a fire. Now, is it post-apocalypse or pre-apocalypse? That's what we'll have to figure out now. Well, the elevator is useless and there's no power, so we'll go around and there's a staircase right there, so we'll go back down. This pile of crap, really, this floor stinks. So yeah, there was clearly a fire. That could explain some things. I mean, if there really was a fire, especially depending on which way the wind was blowing. These are long hallways, so it could potentially fill the whole place with smoke until people evacuate. And maybe some people managed to get down, maybe some people were suffocated in their sleep if it happened at night. That would explain why they took victims out of certain rooms. So for now, there are 3 victims based on the doors we saw. Only the internet can answer that if we find an article, since you can't always find everything. I know this well because there are many videos. I can't tell you the story of the place, not even when I wanted to, because we never found it. I'm not going to invent a story just for the sake of it. If I find the real story of the place, I'll explain it to you. If I don't find it, unfortunately, I can't explain it. I'm not going to start making up fake stories just to give you the story of a place. Like some do, not naming names, since we're not here to cause trouble. That's not really my thing. A quarter of the building is separate from the rest, even though it's attached. The rain stopped, we're heading out. There's an open door, but I'm not sure where it goes. People are crazy. This place is crazy. We need to find a way to access that thing. The yellow vests have been through here. But why was it tagged? Some instructions were still given. Oh, the torture chair, man. There. It's a massage chair, but really, when you walk into a creepy basement and see that, you think that's the torture chair, right? Yeah, I'm just explaining it to you. Oh, wow. So, we walk into a room. So here, we're in the wing. These are the keys to all the rooms. There are all the keys you want. So we found all the keys. Yes, that must have been it, right there. Yes, clearly. His furniture storage, basement and storerooms made it hard to get in since it's mostly storage. Yes, yes, yes. That's where the handyman was, the locksmith who fixed a bit of everything, you know. Things need to be stored somewhere. That's it. There's plenty to tinker with, huh? Oh, there's a hallway. Have you ever seen anything like this under a hotel? It almost looks like a garage. We've got an underground passage, man, that goes all the way to the end of the world over there. I know you all love it when I crawl into ridiculous holes. All right, let's go see what's hiding down there. It's weird. It looks like basement rooms, but also like a parking lot. Yeah, kind of like a parking lot, but there's nothing. It doesn't go any further. At the end, it's a wall. You can see it right there. Yeah, so we're not going to go there. There's no point. It just ends at a wall, but it's crazy, really. Now it's turning into spelunking. That's it. We're on all fours in the tunnels. Let's quickly go check out these things here. Do you see any light? There's light inside. There's light inside, someone's squatting in it, and man, there are squatters in there. I won't speak loudly, but that's still strange. Because we still had these little buildings left to do, the ones that are on the property. These were the famous separate apartments marked on the documents. There's light inside and someone in there. So is he a squatter? Or is he a caretaker? I'm not sure, it's strange. Now we find something even stranger. There's an old, what looks like an old shell, an old 2CV, from here it's hard to tell, on a tow truck right at the entrance of the property. So here there's the area, here that's empty. You can barely see the part behind the trees over there, it's lit up and there's a guy inside. And right there we have what looks like an old shell, a 2CV on a tow truck. It's still pretty damn strange. All right, let's not stay here. I wasn't expecting this. There's a big mystery about the markings on the doors. 1 victim removed, bringing the total to 3 victims removed. Taken from where? Under what circumstances? What happened? We have no idea. Maybe it's all fake. Maybe there were some guys, we thought at one point, maybe some guys came here to play airsoft, made up some kind of scenario where they had to get victims out and all that, but there isn't a single airsoft pellet within 50 kilometers, so it clearly can't be that. What the hell did they do in here? Maybe it was an escape room, or maybe nothing happened. It could be due to the fire or possibly a landslide making the building unsafe. We just don't know. Now, we'll need to investigate. If I find anything, I'll include it in the video. Hope you enjoyed this adventure. See you next time for more crazy stuff. Take care. Bye.